man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with not one, but two new networking creations brought to life here in the depths of the Crosstalk Labs that are designed to intrigue and possibly terrify our technical audience. Some of you may recall our original creation where we crammed the guts of the USW aggregation switch into the hard drive bay of the Dream Machine, which worked well enough, but this time we wanted to go bigger. Why, you ask? Because who doesn't want to see perfectly good equipment experimented on in odd and devious ways? So first, let me present to you a modified Dream Machine that anyone with a 3D printer can do at home. This is Dr. Frankenstein's Dream Machine Wireless Edition. We assembled this from parts of the Swiss Army knife access point. That's right, we tore open the UK Ultra like an eerie autopsy and found that it actually fits quite nicely into the hard drive tray of the Dream Machine. So let me pry open this hard drive tray so we can all bear witness to the dark heart of our creation. What we have here is a custom 3D printed baseplate holding our UK Ultra mainboard snugly in place. To power the UK Ultra, we just have to run a short patch cable from the Ethernet port on the UK Ultra over to one of the PoE ports on the Dream Machine SE, and we sliced out a little notch in the front plate just for that purpose. We were able to keep the click lock mechanism on the hard drive tray door intact. You do have to remove the UK Ultra antennas in order to slide the hard drive tray in place, but once it's in, you can reattach the antennas, and you now have a Dream Machine SE with Wi-Fi built right in. In Unify, the UK Ultra shows up just like it would normally, so you just have to adopt it and you're good to go. This is a really easy project that almost anyone can do. Heck, we even kept the warranty sticker in place on the Dream Machine. Now there's a link to the STL files for 3D printing down in the description below, but there is a trade-off here, right? So yes, this is an easy project, but this also means that you no longer have a hard drive available for Unify Protect. And that's not what you're watching for, right? We need to go bigger.
Do not adjust your screen. Do not try this at home.
Feast your eyes on the Dream Machine Sherwood Edition AI Pro Max Ultra, a twisted marvel of engineering madness. For this creation, we left the hard drive tray intact for Unify Protect, but we also added in both a UK Ultra access point and a G5 Flex camera. Let's take a closer look at the innards of this monstrosity. This is no ordinary hack job. We stripped another UK Ultra down to its skeleton and found that it wedges in quite nicely between the Dream Machine's power supply and the little board that drives the front display screen. We then extended the RP-SMA connectors to the front bezel so that we can attach external antennas. Now, you can use the white Omni antennas that are made for use with the UK Ultra, but we opted to go for these smaller, more compact third-party antennas. And since we wanted to give this creation some eyes, we took a G5 Flex camera, dissected it into 3 pieces, and then wired it up to peer out from the front panel of the Dream Machine, IR night vision and all, because who wouldn't want a wide-angle camera monitoring the front of your network rack to see who's creeping around? And after seeing this, you might be asking, how the hell are they powering up the camera and the access point inside the Dream Machine? You remember for the first one we showed, we had a patch cable sticking out of the hard drive tray and plugged into a PoE port, but no. This one isn't child's play.
You have got to be kidding.
For this version, we bypassed mere patch cables and tapped right into the Dream Machine's lifeblood by commandeering 2 of the PoE ports from the inside. The Ethernet ports inside the Dream Machine switch have kind of a modular connector behind them that, when connected together, makes up the top and bottom pins for RJ45 connectivity. So we ripped out the modular connector from switch ports 1 and 2, and then we hardwired one end of an Ethernet patch cable directly to the pins on the backside. This of course makes ports 1 and 2 unusable, which is why I bought some of these fancy unified port covers. And I'm going to be able to super glue these ports closed from the front side, even though there's really no danger since we pulled out the actual Ethernet connectors from those ports. But as you can see, we have activity lights on ports 1 and 2, even though there's nothing plugged in, blinking at us like beacons from another realm. You might even call these ghost ports. Now in Unify, the UK Ultra access point and the G5 Flex camera show up perfectly normally, and they're even connected at the correct speeds, 1 gigabit for the UK Ultra and fast Ethernet for the G5 Flex. So what we have here is a Dream Machine, an access point, and a surveillance camera, all contained within a standard 1U chassis. And you may be wondering, what does Ubiquiti think about all of this?
Look how they massacred my boy.
Well, I'm sure they don't condone hacking apart their hardware and voiding their warranties, but in the end, I did buy over $1,000 worth of hardware for this video, so I can't imagine they're too mad about it. And why exactly did we do this? I mean, why does anyone do anything, right? To see if it can be done, and I think we've been pretty successful. We now have a growing lineup of mutant dream machines, each more frightening than the last. But the question is, what would you like to see next? All right, happy Halloween, everybody, and thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to keep this party going, I have hand-selected a couple of videos on the right here for you to watch next. The top video is our original Dr. Frankenstein's Dream Machine build, and the bottom video demonstrates how you can bond multiple Starlink dishes together to aggregate their bandwidth.